Hello and welcome back to my channel once again, the place where I review all my new pickups, talk about everything sneakers and streetwear. So late last year, 2024, started doing my favorite 5 pairs from each of the silhouettes that I collect. I kind of put that on pause a little bit and then realized I hadn't even done my top 9s from 2024. So I'm going to shoot those now and then I will finish off that top 5 series, hopefully all in January. So today is going to be my top 9 2024 pairs. I'm going to do it in reverse order, and it is all of the pairs that I've picked up basically that released in 2024. And I think I actually only bought, I think it was 11 that I bought. So actually this is, as each year goes on, it gets easier and easier because I'm buying less and less because I have more and more. So yeah, hopefully the kind of video runs well and I kind of remember all the key details of each of the pairs because some of them I've purchased around a year ago now. So yeah, we'll see. Cool, welcome back. So first pair, this is a GR Jordan 1 in position 9. You can see from the box is the green glow. So these are actually DS. I haven't actually worn them out of the house. I haven't worn them to do anything other than just shoot some B-roll for you guys whenever I did the collection video or the pickup video. Yeah, it's the green glow, and these dropped. I can't remember when these dropped actually. I think they were around the middle of the year. Spare green laces, not much else to kind of talk about. It is the shattered backboard block, which is my favorite, along with the Chicago. I just thought this is just a really nice GR. That's I think a few years ago these would have been a $400 on drop day type thing. They sat. I've got these for about $100. Just seen an update on Facebook where someone picked them up for like 70. So I will learn from that this year and be more patient and hold off. But yeah, that is number 9, the green glow Jordan 1. Cool, welcome back. So pair number 8. So this is, again, it's another GR. If you've watched my channel for any amount of time, you'll know I don't care if it's limited or not. If I like it, I like it. I really like this little touch. I'll wiggle it about in the light, so hopefully you can see the reflection, but you do have a Jumpman over the Nike Air. So this is the Jordan 3 Ivory Craft. So continuing on the series of craft pairs, which Jordan brand have been doing. This is the Craft 3. I love both Craft 4s and I have both of those. They were in my video last year. The Craft 1 I wasn't a huge fan of. This one I really liked. The double Jumpman is just really, really unique, especially for a GR to have a feature that kind of different. And then you have like a gummy, icy kind of translucent-y gum type outsole, and then again the double branding there on the heel. And I will also endeavor to link to the pickup videos that I made on each of these shoes. I think you have a limit of 5 on YouTube, but I'll try and get some of the those links in. So yeah, that is number 8, which is the Jordan 3 Ivory Craft. Cool, welcome back. So onward and upward, number 7. All Jumpman so far, but 3 different silhouettes, the 3 different silhouettes I wear. Obviously this is a Jordan 4, given the box. And this is 2024 Military Blue. So the last OG to be renditioned with that proper Nike Air branding on the back. So I've been waiting for these for years. As you can potentially see there, I have worn these. So these are not all DS pairs. And I have made myself a goal for this year, 2025, to unds everything that I copped last year at some point in the year. Big special place in my heart in terms of like, I have all of the other OG Jordan 4s with the Nike Air branding on the back, and I've never had the military. I had the 2012 pair. I thought the shape sucked, the material sucked, the blue was wrong, and it had a Jumpman on the back. I did sell them. It was a nice shoe. I did sell them since copping these. And actually I had a message from the guy on eBay who bought them, and unfortunately the wing on all four wings, so both sides of both sides, fell off since he bought them off of me. So yeah, that's super unfortunate. I don't know how that's happened. I never had a single issue with them in the however many years that was that I owned them, but it's a bit odd. But yeah, there we go. The next pair is the military blue Jordan 4, piece of OG history, and a shoe that will, you know, I think always be in my collection. Cool. So that is number 7. Cool, welcome back. And moving swiftly on to number 6, we have the Nike Big Bubble box. You will have seen from the front of the box what this is. It's the only OG Big Bubble they did last year. I haven't actually relaced these yet, as I have with the red and the obsidian. So these still have the thin laces in them. I will be copying something off of eBay and replacing them because I do not like these thins. But for me, you can't really go wrong with the OG MX ones. Again, they're shoes I'll always have in my collection. I typically won't put an OG high up in the list because I typically will have already owned them, so I don't really see it as a 2024 shoe. I just see it as a great shoe. Similar here. I don't know why they did this as a woman's release, so the sizing on here actually says 13 because I go half a size down with mesh MX ones because I find they have a lot of give, and otherwise they kind of come up a bit bulky. So this is a woman's 13, men's 11.5. But yeah, just a great shoe. Another just a piece of history. So we can kind of whistle through the history cops. These are the cops that are just, that I'm always going to have those pairs. If they drop them, I'm going to buy the newer one. For the most part, I'm going to sell the older one, with some exceptions like OG MX ones, white cement 3s, white cement 4s, and maybe a couple of other shoes. But yeah, that is at number, I want to say that's 6. The Royal MX ones in the Big Bubble. Cool, welcome back again. So into number, what is this, 6? So another women's release, or is it number 5? I'll remind myself in a sec. So yeah, this is Jordan 1. You can see from the white box, women's release. A premium, I think it was premium. An SP, so a special project, which does come with this dust bag, which is quite cool. They're really, really premium. This is the dusted clay. I want to say it is Cacao Wow dusted clay, still DS. Have not worn these yet. Will be wearing these, as I said. They just really, I thought this was the best Jordan 1 from last year, or at least from my memory of it all. They were just really, really nice and premium. So I actually struck out on these because they sat in small sizes, because it's a woman's shoe. They sold out in anything over a men's 11, and I wear a men's 12. And then one day they restocked, and I managed to cop them directly from Sneakers and had a birthday code, so I actually got them for 20% off as well, which was pretty nice for a shoe that I had just struck out on. But yeah, that's the pair. Kind of trying to get through these fairly quickly, so the video is not too long. But yeah, super premium. Really like the color. Don't have any ones in that kind of profile at all, so easy choice to pick these up. Cool, welcome back again, and apologies, that was actually pair number 5, the Cacao Wow ones, and this is pair number 4. So, probably seen a couple of these videos on YouTube with these boxes. This is the 10th anniversary special edition Armand Manier box. It's upside down here when I open it, but that says A10. Well, it has the A with the line underneath, which is their speciality, and then the line underneath turns into the 1 of a 10. So this is the Jordan 4 while you were sleeping. So again, as I mentioned, I typically will tend to put the more special one-off pairs higher up on the list. I mean, if they're ugly and I don't like them, I wouldn't have bought them anyway. So stands to reason that I really like each pair that's in, that I have. So the ones that are just like that much more special, They typically go towards the top of my list, and I thought these were really beautiful. The materials are great, as you can see here, rocking the cream laces. Yeah, and it's a really light kind of purple, which I think is really nice. Yeah, just some great little touches. They kind of feel like the Off-White 4s in hand a little bit. A combination of the Off-White 4s and the original Armamania Jordan 3s. So yeah, that is the Jordan 4. Let's get the back in the box. I had actually heard a lot of people say that that purple towel kind of bleeds onto them, but I have to say I've never had that problem myself. Okay, so before we get into our top 3, I wanted to do similar to what I did this time last year and just run through a few pairs I'm looking forward to in 2025. I'll put images up to each side to just kind of give you a view if there are any images released. So starting off with Feb, Bread Jordan 1 in the 85 cut and Black Toe reimagined Jordan 1s. So both Jordan 1s, both releasing in February. 100% I'm copying both, and will probably sell my 2016 Breads because I just don't need both, and I personally prefer the quality and feel of the 85s. And then in March, so nothing in January, I don't think, as of yet. Whilst shooting this, there's only like 2 weeks left in Jan, but probably nothing. In March, the diffused blue Armamania Jordan 3, Nigel Sylvester Brick by Brick, both released in March. Not sure if I'll be able to get all of these pairs. I think the way the climate is at the moment, it shouldn't be too difficult. But I really like the Brick by Brick Jordan 4s. I feel like they look like a player exclusive. They look like a $15,000 shoe, which is not the reason I want them. I want them because I really like them. They just also happen to look like a PE type of situation. And then moving on into May, so nothing so far in April. In May, UNC Jordan 1 reimagined, White Cement Jordan 4, and it's the White Cement Jordan 4 in the, it's a remastered, not a reimagined. So they're doing 2 lines, one reimagined, which the UNCs are, which is where they make them feel old. And then you have the remastered, which is like the Fire Red Jordan 3s, Fire Red Jordan 4s, Black Cement Jordan 3s. They've done quite a few 3s and 4s of late where they just make it look as closest to the OG. They give you the slightly bigger box with the slightly harder card. They give you the little pamphlet thingy inside. That's what I'm led to believe the Jordan 4s are, and there are some early images. Also, just before I go through the last couple, this is just Nike. Other brands that I wear, like Asics and Diadora, they generally tend to make promo material available a week or so before the drop, so you really go into a year not knowing what they're going to release. I'm not turning into a Nike only kind of guy. It's just really difficult to kind of tell what's going to happen. Then the other pairs, Navy SB4s, Union Chicago Shadows, both again look amazing pairs. I think the Navy SBs will be very difficult to get, so I may not get them. If history is anything to go by, I feel like the Chicago Shadow ones may sit long enough that they're a fairly easy cop if you're sat there on the sneakers app. I may be wrong, and please don't not enter raffles because of anything I say, because what do I know? But I get the sneaky suspicion if you're sat there at 9 o'clock on the morning they drop, if they drop on sneakers and you're bang straight on it, I feel like you'll get them in your size. But maybe, I don't know, maybe wishful thinking. Last 2, actually there's 3. Pure Money Jordan 3s, never owned them. It's very simple. I probably don't need them. As a Jordan 3 collector, I'm copping them. Undefeated Jordan 4, definitely copping. I think if there's one pair this year I cop, it would be that Undefeated Jordan 4. I think they're going to be very difficult, and I don't think I'm going to be able to get them. I feel like I'm going to have to use my trade bait pile to get hold of them at a reasonable, justifiable cost, but I will be going after them. And then the last pair, the Rare Air 3s and the Rare Air 4s, sorry, the last pairs, I really like both of them. I don't need either of them. I may not copy either of them. I really like the look of both of them. But yeah, that's just kind of the way it is. So yeah, that's my roundup of everything that I'm thinking about. There's quite a lot of pairs there. I'm kind of almost hoping I don't manage to get all of them because it's a lot. But I am going to continue the way I've been doing things, just selling pairs when I get pairs. I add to the top of the list of like quality, and then I sell the bottom, stuff I'm just not wearing anymore, or stuff I now have a double of. So yeah, that's my 2025 look forward. Cool, welcome back. And now we plow into the top 3. So again, same box. So again, I went Sand on Ceremonies. It's the 10-year Armagnac. I've actually had to take these off and put them in the box to do this video, which seems a little bit odd, but whatever. We do things for to make content. While you were sleeping, they're black and this is kind of mauve, purple, violet ore color. Nike Air on the back, again going with the cream laces. They're super premium and really, really nice, and have felt really good on foot today. Yeah, I can't wait to have a trio of Armagnac 3s next year, or this year now, once those diffused blues come out, which I think should be fairly easy to cop if these are anything to go by. But yeah, that is my number 3. Cool, welcome back. Straight in at number 2, so we're getting right down to the end of the list. Special box again. I love this box. Just feels so good. These are also DS. One of the reasons I made that goal I talked about earlier, because I really need to get a lot of this worn. This is the Nina Chanel Jordan 3 Bicoastal, as you can see here, with the orange Jumpman, or the orange hang tag with the Jumpman on, and then the Nina Chanel like artistic take on the Jumpman, where she's kind of squared everything off, and you also see that on the tongue. Really nice leather lined outsole. The other one says Nina on it, and then you have this really, really nice looking creative back tab, which has that kind of super grassy look to it. The ropes, or the laces, sorry, the lace strings, they look like rope, which kind of gives it that sea ship kind of like sailing vibe to it. I think what they're talking about with bicoastal, and bicoastal is anything that has 2 coasts, I think. But yeah, just a really, really nice shoe. Slightly less on the wearable side. She did drop some really nice merch with it, none of which I picked up because I was too focused on getting the shoe. They seem to be doing away with elephant print a lot recently with collabs and stuff, so it's interesting. Yeah, that is number 2. The Nina Chanel Jordan 3s. Cool, welcome back. And now onto the winner. This is a Pata Air Max 1 chlorophyll. And you may say that this is a pretty simple, almost GR looking colorway, which I would find it difficult to argue with, but the heritage and the background and the history, it's a shoe that ever since I started collecting shoes I've wanted, I now have. I've worn them 3 or 4 times in the 3 or 4 months they've existed, or since they retroed even, and I'm probably going to wear them again next week. So generally speaking, the more I wear a shoe and the faster I NDS it. It's either something that I really, really love and should come up top, or it's something that's so special that I want to save it for a special occasion. These felt more like the former, or it's just something I regret buying and then I end up selling. These are definitely not that, and they're more of the former of the first 2. It's the chlorophyll. They existed in 2009. Just so psyched to be able to have them. Given what's happened to prices, they're just plummeting. I actually feel like I might double up on this, which I talk about on the channel. I typically never do. I might do with these. If I can get a secondary pair for under 200 all in, I may do it. I may just kind of do it, and then I can absolutely hammer these and just wear them all the time, and then have another one. Cool, so that is it for my list. A couple of things left to do. So I'll do the fit of the day first, picture up here. So I have on the Armagnac Jordan 3s in the While You Were Sleeping colorway. Kind of I guess, like a huntsman or a woodland green pair of cargos. They're like rainproof cargos from PacSun. This cream, or sand as they call it, 021 t-shirt, and this like it's almost like a surf wave color, and then this, which is the Oakland, I think it's Oakland O's or Oakland A's, sorry, fitted, not fitted, snapback with it just in black. It's just one of my favorite hats, and it kind of goes with the color of the shoes. So yeah, that's the fit. I mentioned earlier on having a couple of things that I've done earlier on in the year and kind of slightly delayed getting videos out. One of which was to rearrange my the sneaker part of my closet. So I'll just insert some video into the screen so you can see here. What I've done is I've put all of my non-Nike runners on this first shelf with some Funko Pops at the top there. And then you go to the middle shelf, and it is, the top half is mostly MX1s with some Asics in there, and then the bottom half is again a mixture of non-Nike runners. And then the third is all of my Jordan 3s and Jordan 4s. And then what I did was put in a fourth shelf, which has all of my hats, which I've double shelved up, and then Jordan 1s and Jordan 2s and Jordan 3s. So I've really kind of taken some time to redo the shelving, so everything's there. And one of the main reasons was to get my hats in a place where they were accessible, all in one place, and I could see which hats I was going from. I used to have the hats on those little tag things that you hang on the door, and like every time the door's open you can't see them, you close the door and all of this stuff. Also, I didn't have enough hooks for all of them, so as you will have seen from that video that I put in, I managed to get them all in and just put them sideways in two rows. So that really helps. And actually shooting that little bit of video that I just did has kind of maybe inspired me to do a bit more of like a full, so you can see around the back of the camera, because I have button downs, jeans, then cargos and sweatpants, hoodies here, shorts here, and then t-shirts, long and short sleeve over here. So there's a real mass OCD setup that I have in this room, which I'm really proud of and really like. So yeah, maybe I'll shoot a video on that. Cool, I think that's it for me. I will endeavor to shoot a top 9 of all the pairs that I bought. It's very similar, so I'll probably rush through that even faster. A couple of pairs that are different. But yeah, another video, really enjoyed making. Hopefully you enjoyed watching it. That's it from me, over and out.